Now think about this. You're riding, you're giving rides, you're busy, you're making some money. Now all of a sudden you get this email from Uber support and you look at it and you're like, what? Somebody lost an item? So then you look back and there you go. Now an item like that's big, so you're not gonna necessarily not go too long without knowing it's back there. The next passenger get is most likely going to tell you about it. So stay tuned and I'm gonna tell you what you can do and how you should the best to do this. I'm going to show you guys the best way to deal with this situation, because in my opinion, always try to get it back to them as soon as you can. No matter how much of an inconvenience, no matter how busy you are, always remember and think about this. What if it was you? So that's how I think about it, and that's why when I got a chance, I'm going to return it to them as fast as possible. What do you do if a rider leaves something in your car? Have you ever had to deal with that issue? Most common thing people are going to leave in your car is going to be a phone. And most likely it's by accident. And the easiest way to deal with this is like easier just to go ahead and not ever have to try to worry about it. Or at least this is going to cut down this happening in your car to be very unlikely. And that is easily every time they exit the vehicle, look back and say, hey, did you make sure you grab everything? It takes a few seconds to do that. Sometimes you're preoccupied with the next trip or rating them, you know, all the different things that you have to deal with. When someone leaves something in your car, it can be a pain, it can be an inconvenience, but you got to always think about if that was you. Put yourself in their shoes. So anytime you notice, luckily at the times that I've done it, I've had the next passenger actually hand it to me, and most of the times I want to say they were phones. I had AirPods one time that were plugged up into the charger right there, so I didn't see them, nobody else did, but she emailed me, which I'll go into that in a minute. But when they do find it, luckily if somebody leaves something, hopefully you have the next passenger or whoever is honest and they hand it to you, because last thing you want is somebody lose their phone or something and then you don't even know it was in there. The next passenger comes in there and they steal it, and then now it's on you. So luckily I've never had that happen, but the best thing to do is to make sure you ask them to make sure they have everything. Do you have everything? Hey, excuse me, make sure you got everything. You know, people appreciate that, but it is hard to remember. I'm bad about it. I mean, you just see me look back. Hey, I was checking to make sure the last person wasn't missing something. All right, guys, so I made that video tonight about people leaving something in the car, and of course, it happened. So I had a trip from the airport. The guy left his wallet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you guys through the process, because I ended up giving another ride afterwards. I actually canceled a few of them because they were way out in the middle of nowhere. But the last guy I had was actually really honest and gave it because it was a wallet. Like most people would not have done it, they would have took it. So luckily they did that. So this is what you got to do. I went to AI Assistant because they don't have an option anymore or whatever. So you just go to help, AI Assistant. I tell them, look, somebody left something. I go to found item. I go to choose trip. And then this is the last guy that gave me the wallet. You see I got a bunch of crappy rides. This is the one from the airport. So I click on that trip. Now when you click on the trip, you go to next, and then it's going to give you a range of options. So when I go to it, it's got phone, it's got keys, it's got all this stuff, laptop. I hit wallet, and then I go down, see cash, jewelry, whatever. I hit next. And then it was located in the back seat. Yes, share my number. Because, you know, you don't have to share your number, but I'm going to share my number because I want them to call me. I will, hey, you know, I got to get up real early. I'm like literally an hour away from them, unfortunately. So if he calls me, maybe I can bring it to him tonight. If not, I'll just bring him to him tomorrow when I get off work. But one way or the other, I'm getting it to him as soon as possible. So let's see, because he hasn't messaged, so he obviously doesn't know. So then see how it says take a photo of the item. So what I'm gonna do is take a photo of the item. I'm gonna click this, take photo, and then take a photo. And I'm gonna use that photo. You're gonna see how it says. And then next is what I'll push. And then what Uber's gonna do, they're gonna contact him. Now, if I didn't now say, we have contacted the rider for you. Now it's gonna give me 20 bucks. I'm not really trying to do it. I'm gonna try and call the rider. So that's how you guys do it, all right? That's how it's supposed to be done. I don't want to like send it through again and then somehow it like charges him double or something, but one way or other I'm getting it to him. It just figures the one night I do something like this is when it would happen again. But you know, it's bound to happen. It always happens sometimes. But he was, you know, he had a lot of stuff going on trying to deal with delays and stuff, so that's probably why he pulled it out or fell out his bag, whatever, I don't know. But luckily the other guy was honest and gave it to me, because I tell you what, somebody lose something and then the next person gets in there and then they just take it, that's not gonna be a good thing. So definitely gonna be a pain. But luckily that guy was honest. He said, hey, is this yours? I said no, but I know exactly whose it is because it was the last guy in the car. And so now I just gotta wait to get it to him. And guys, this is why it's always important to bring it back to somebody, because you never know. Most drivers, you guys would sit there and be like, nah, I can't do it. I gotta go tomorrow. I gotta go to work, or I'm on the other side of town. But you know what? It's not that hard just to do it. Just to take it to them and say, give it to them, no matter what you got going on, how far you are away. Just get it to them, especially when it's something like a wallet, because when you need your wallet, I know I would need my wallet. I'd really appreciate it, so why not? You know, always treat people like you would want to be treated, because honestly, too many people don't want to do that, and you just make other people's life difficult. So what if that person had a lot going on or whatever, and then now they gotta wait till tomorrow? It's just a train wreck of stuff. So why not just at least try to do something to try to help somebody out? Because you never know, it might help brighten their day. Whatever they had a bad day, it helps out some. See guys, I'm back at the gate. Return this wallet. Oh, can't even reach it. Oh.
You have entered an invalid code.
What?
You have entered an invalid code. Access granted.
Well, I just dropped it off. Just dropped the wallet off. It's like 11:30 or something. So no, 10:40. You know, I got to get up early. But you know, that's why you got to go out of your way sometimes to help people, because you know, no matter how tired you're gonna be, I mean, it's a wallet. Probably needs that. I know I would need my wallet, so that's why I always do that, because I want to treat somebody how I'd be treated. So that's how you do it. So you know, I got a long drive back. As you can see, like 56 minutes. I got to get up at like 5:30, but it's all good. You know why? Because it's good karma. It'll come back. And that's why you do stuff like that, because you never know. You never know when something else is going to happen that will come back to me somehow, some way, somewhere else. So, you know, the guy gave me a tip, which, you know, I didn't do it for a tip. I'm not sitting there and say, hey, I need this much money. Because, you know, I see all these posts on Reddit and stuff where you guys are like, oh, this driver wants me to give him $200 to bring my phone back. And that's just crazy. In my opinion, that's just wrong. I would never do anything like that to nobody. I don't think anybody else should do that. yeah, we don't make that much money, but you know what? We sign on at the end of the day. So you choose to do Uber. So you choose to do what you do. So that's it. That's not their fault. They just need a ride. They got another job. That's why they got another job. So same thing like me. That's why I got another job. So if you're that miserable or you're not making that much money, get a different job. So don't sit there and extort people. Help them out. It comes in and makes it, it makes a huge difference. That's the end of the story, man. Just treat people as you want to be treated. So when it comes to somebody leaving something in your car, no matter what the inconvenience is, try your best to get it back to them as soon as possible. I know every situation is different, but even though I was an hour away, I still did it. I would have got it to him earlier if I'd have known I had it, and if I would have been able to get in contact with him earlier, I would have done it too, but I couldn't, and so I still did it. I said earlier I was gonna get him tomorrow. I called him, left the message, and then he got back to me. So hey, and then there you go. So that's how it is. But that's just how I am. That's how you guys should be. It goes a long way. People appreciate it. So you never know. And that's the one thing about Uber is it's what I do when I'm in Uber. I network. All right. I meet all kinds of people. I get all kinds of tips and stuff from these people. So I always want to have a good, positive image from people to where they think about me. I don't want them to think I'm a scumbag. Now, not everybody's going to like you, but most people do. And I try my hardest to do what I can. Some people you just can't please, but I don't aim to please. I aim to please them all, but you're not going to please everybody. I learned that a long time ago waiting tables. Some people are just miserable, so I don't worry about those people. But moral of the story is I try to help people, and I'm going to help people. You know what I'm saying? I always try to give riders tips. Hey, try this, do this to save you some money. Because if at the end of the day, I'm trying to help you guys make more money, and I'm trying to help riders save more money. Because Uber, I could care less if they get money or not. Because obviously they don't care if we get money, but everybody knows that. So, end of the day, just do what you can, get the people their stuff, and like and subscribe. Thank you. Now, with this episode, guys, I want to thank you guys for liking and subscribe, all the guys that have, even the people that are watching it, all the new drivers. I want you guys to check out all my other videos. Check out the products too I have on there, because some of those products, especially the charger, really helps. A lot of people really compliment on that stuff. It's really good things to have. I make these videos, I don't do this full time anymore. I make these videos to try to help you guys out, all the new people, because I know with Uber's new algorithm, it's a lot harder. A lot of older drivers are quitting, but sometimes it's hard to go on Reddit and sit there and ask questions and wait for answers when you could just click on YouTube and watch my videos, and I can answer those questions for you, and I can show you how to do it. I'm the kind of person, I'm not good at reading instructions. I don't like reading things all the time. I'd rather watch a video and have somebody show me how to do it. Some people are like that also, so that's why I make these videos, guys. So like and subscribe, because it helps with the algorithm. It helps push it out. Also, if you're interested in one of those signs, visit my website. If you're interested in one of the signs, visit my website, www.masadvertising.com. Contact me and I'll let you know how it goes about getting one of these, because now with Uber and with its algorithm and how it's hard to make money, adding one of these signs can bring you that extra money that you're missing, and it can really help at this time. Now, what I pay hasn't gone down. It's still the same, because you can trust me, because I'm a driver. I'm where you're at. I'm going to pay you because I know how it is to be a driver. When I started this business, that's why I started it myself instead of getting somebody else to do it. So you guys like and subscribe, like these videos, share these videos. It really helps. Watch all the episodes, man. If you have anything that you want me to cover, please leave a comment. Even if you want to say something, maybe you don't even like the video, maybe you don't agree with what I got to say, leave a comment. I'll respond to it, because I like to see everybody's opinion. Maybe you have more experience than I have, and you have something that I can help and add to a video. I have no problem with it. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to know everything, but I do know enough to where I the experience where I can sit there and say, look, I did this, I did that, and I sit there and show you that it works. I know these tips, these tricks, and a lot of times you can't find it. A lot of stuff I had to figure out on my own. It's not that easy. It's easier if you can start off without having to figure it out on your own. When you have somebody say, hey, do this and that, and this is how you can make money, I think it's a lot easier that way. You're a step ahead of the game starting off, where I had to go for a while and learn by trial and error, or just figured it out by accident somehow. So it's a lot easier when you don't have to go through all that. That's why I'm here, man. I'm just trying to help you guys. I don't like Uber. I don't like what they're doing, but there ain't nothing we could do about it right now. I'm trying to help you guys, so I'm just trying to help you guys make money. Now, even the riders, you guys watch this, I'm trying to help you guys. I give you guys some tips and stuff too, because all my passengers, they will know. I give them tips about how they can save money, but my biggest thing is always tip your driver. If I give a rider, if I give you guys a tip or anything, always tip your driver, because if I'm helping you save money, that means they're probably not making as much. So give it back to them for the money you save. Give them a little tip. It always helps. Just like I always say too, guys, when you find something in the car, try to get it back to them as soon as possible. Don't extort people for money. Treat your riders like you want to be treated, and don't treat the next rider just because a certain way just because another rider did something else. Just because an old rider did something doesn't mean the next person's the same way. The same way with the riders. We're not all the same. Some riders or drivers are different. Some guys do this and that. Doesn't mean the next guy's doing it. So don't take it out on the next driver. It goes both ways, guys. We can all get along. We're all on mutual ground trying to help each other. Like and subscribe, guys. Thank you.